Hello, Reds fans. Welcome to the YNWA Transfer News Channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your daily latest news.
Meet Florian Wirtz's girlfriend set to join him in Liverpool. Florian Wirtz looks set to complete a British record move to Liverpool after the Reds agreed a deal in principle with Bayer Leverkusen, and the stunning Aaliyah will be joining him. Anfield is set to sparkle a bit brighter next season, and it's not just because of Florian Wirtz donning the Liverpool jersey. 22-year-old Wirtz is poised for a move to Merseyside after Liverpool struck a deal with Bayer Leverkusen. Arne Slot's team has agreed to a $136 million deal, which with add-ons could see the Premier League champions shatter the British transfer record. However, the German midfielder won't be the only fresh face gracing the banks of the River Mersey, as he'll be accompanied by his partner, Aaliyah. Wirtz has kept his personal life relatively private, but photos of him and Aaliyah began to emerge last year. Aaliyah was spotted on the field at Bay Arena celebrating Leverkusen's unbeaten league and cup double before their European campaign ended in disappointment. The beauty was also seen in the stands amongst the German WAGs at last summer's Euros. She was pictured chatting with Sophia Weber, Kai Havertz's other half, and Wirtz's father in the stands before joining her beau on the field. Off the pitch, Aaliyah is an influencer. Although her Instagram account is private, adding a touch of intrigue to the gorgeous model, she has amassed over 100K followers on TikTok, where she delights fans with fashion inspiration. Her striking looks have also led to collaborations with Cologne-based photographer Jonas Herrlein. It's understood that the couple began their relationship in 2022, around the time when Wirtz, long celebrated as the golden boy of German football and widely acknowledged as one of the world's top young talents, sustained a cruciate ligament injury. As reported by German publication Bild, Aaliyah was a constant support during his recovery and return to the field, helping him navigate the emotional toll of the injury and play a crucial role in Leverkusen's unexpected Bundesliga title victory last year. She has also become a part of the family, often seen with his parents and siblings at matches. Wirtz will now undergo a medical and finalize the terms of his contract. The Reds will have to hold off until next week to sign Wirtz, with the first summer transfer window closing on Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. It will reopen on Monday, June 16th, due to the inaugural Club World Cup. However, it won't be long before he brings his smooth skills and stunning partner to the Premier League. Andy Robertson transfer is perfect opportunity for audacious Atletico Madrid swap deal. Liverpool are expected to complete the signing of Milos Kerkez in the coming days, which has raised doubts over Andy Robertson's future at Anfield, as Atletico Madrid want to sign the Scottish left-back. Liverpool could be on the brink of another massive signing this summer, hot on the heels of securing Florian Wirtz. After weeks of rumors, the Reds have confirmed a deal potentially worth $136 million for the Bayer Leverkusen midfielder, which could set a new British transfer record if all add-ons are met. Yet, it appears FSG isn't finished just yet. The Premier League champion is tipped to finalize the signing of Bournemouth left-back Milos Kerkez following his standout season at just 21 years old. However, the chase for the Hungarian international has sparked fresh uncertainty over Andy Robertson's future, with Atletico Madrid keen to secure the Scottish veteran. Interest in Robertson might enable Liverpool to negotiate an ambitious cash-plus player deal with Atletico, who have also expressed interest in Darwin Núñez. Allowing both players to make the move to the Metropolitano Stadium could now play into Arne Slot's hands. Liverpool has been linked with a daring move for Atletico forward Julian Alvarez. The Argentine international only joined Diego Simeone's side on a 6-year contract last summer in a move from Manchester City. Pep Guardiola faced widespread criticism for allowing his departure, with Alvarez, 25, going on to net 29 times for his new club last season. Slot, however, now has the potential lure to bring the World Cup winner back to England. Transfermarkt currently values Núñez and Robertson at a combined total of £54 million, $73.25 million. Liverpool will likely demand more than that, but such a figure would significantly reduce the Alvarez fee, suggesting that an offer of both players plus cash could be enough to secure a remarkable deal. Despite the hefty fee for Wirtz, Liverpool reportedly still have funds available, having spent sparingly last summer. The financial boost from Premier League success and Champions League qualification has put them in a strong position in the transfer market ahead of the 2025-26 season. Securing Alvarez would be another impressive demonstration of that strength. It looks like Liverpool might sign Hugo Ekitike. Liverpool could be about to make a massive statement signing. It looks like they really might sign Hugo Ekitike. Liverpool are on the brink of signing Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. That much is now clear. The Reds have agreed, at least verbally, to spend €150 million on Wirtz with add-ons included. An initial fee of around €117 million is guaranteed. We'll see whether the playmaker triggers all the bonus payments. Wirtz would be the first time Liverpool have spent over €100 million on a player. Their current record signing if Virgil van Dijk, brought in for just shy of that amount at £75 million. It's simply not a market the Reds typically get involved in. They're only after signings that make sense for them, and few players in that price bracket actually choose Liverpool. Wirtz has, however, and it sets up a truly extraordinary summer at Anfield. Because this might not be their only €100 million transfer. Hugo Ekitike to Liverpool. The stars appear to be aligning for Ekitike to join Liverpool. The Reds have been linked with the Frenchman for months now, especially after it became clear that Alexander Isak was near impossible to pry away from Newcastle United. But there's always been competition, while the Reds were in no position to sign Ekitike, with Wirtz taking up their attention. As Florian Plettenberg makes clear, they'd need to sell players like Darwin Núñez in order to fund the Eintracht Frankfurt striker. Though Plettenberg also makes clear that Liverpool are now confident in the race for Ekitike. It appears that Núñez will leave shortly, with Napoli supposedly in talks for the Uruguayan, according to La Repubblica. On top of that, Chelsea, seen as a chief rival for Ekitike, have turned their attention elsewhere. Christian Falk reports that they've entered talks over Stuttgart forward Nick Woltemade. Given they've already signed Liam Delap this summer, it appears Woltemade is their new go-to. Certainly, entering talks for the 23-year-old suggests the move for Ekitike isn't on, and that would then point to Liverpool being in pole position. Now, there's still a ways to go here, but Ekitike is said to be keen on the move, and the Reds would have the money to meet the €100 million asking price if Núñez departs. It's really starting to look like Liverpool might have him in their hands. Florian Wirtz idolized Chelsea flop as Liverpool close in on £116 million transfer. Incoming Liverpool star Florian Wirtz will have a lot of pressure to succeed after arriving as the most expensive Premier League player for £116.5 million, and his former ex-teammates have been discussing when he burst onto the scene. Florian Wirtz will be hoping to have a bigger impact on the Premier League in Liverpool red than his boyhood hero Marco Marin did wearing Chelsea blue. The champion's British record signing grew up idolizing Marin when he first started showing his potential playing alongside older boys at Grunweiss Brauweiler, the junior club on the outskirts of Cologne, where his dad Hans-Joachim acts as both the chairman and his youngest son's agent. When the Bosnia-born German international moved to Stamford Bridge from Werder Bremen in the summer of 2012 in a deal worth £6.5 million, big things were expected of him. But he played just 2 Premier League starts for the Londoners and was loaned out to Sevilla, Fiorentina, Anderlecht and Trabzonspor before joining Olympiacos 3 years later. Marin was a hugely talented attacking midfielder, playing his best football with Bremen when Bundesliga rivals FC Köln launched a charm offensive to sign the precocious 7-year-old Wirtz in 2010. Club officials wanted to present him with a shirt bearing the name of his favorite player and were stunned when the youngster name-checked Marin rather than Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi or German star Mesut Ozil. He still treasures the jersey. Liverpool have agreed a deal with Bayer Leverkusen that will see them pay £100 million plus another £16 million in add-ons to bring Wirtz to Anfield in a bid to improve a team that cruised to the title under Arne Slot in the Dutchman's first season. The 22-year-old is a team player who isn't afraid to push against the grain. Former teammates at Brauweiler describe a personality who was always ready to sacrifice himself for the good of the collective. Benjamin Schwartz recalled, "Flo always gave his best for the team and always encouraged the other boys. Even at a young age, that was very noticeable. He also always passed the ball to his teammates even though he knew he was so much better than the rest of us." Bilal Ksaiwar added, "When you played in the same team as Flo, it was like you had 1 or 2 players more than the opposition. Even against older boys and better teams, he always stood out." Yet Wirtz caused a storm in the local area when he left Köln after 10 years in January 2020 to join Bayer Leverkusen. The two rivals had struck a pact not to poach each other's youth players, but Leverkusen felt that the outstanding promise being shown by the 16-year-old was something they just couldn't ignore. Rudi Völler, the legendary German striker who won the World Cup in 1990, was Leverkusen's technical director. He explained, failing to sign Wirtz at that age would have been negligent.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. See you next time.